What's up, everyone? It's Wild Pro, and I'm back with another deck profile. And this time, we're showing off Ryzeal, which is, to be honest, pretty much just mainly a casual deck. Yeah, kind of what deck really is, just a casual thing. Since the XYZ are banned in this format. Speaking of this format, this is for a Dueltainer format. It's a custom format, which if you want to know more about, I'll leave a link down in the description to the website. And with all that being said, let's get started. Starting with monster, you have Exit Ryzeal, which on its normal spell summon, if you only control level 4s, you get to search for a Fire Thunder monster. Then you have Sword Ryzeal, which on its normal spell summon, that's you search for a like Pyro monster. And also if you have a Ryzeal on your field or in your grave, you can spell summon it, though you are then locked into rank. What the heck did I just say? You are then locked into rank force. Then we have Ice Reveal, which if it's normal special summon, let's use special. Actually, no, it's only if it's normal summon. My bad. You get to special summon a reveal from your deck. Then you have Star Reveal, which on a special summon, let's you set a reveal spell or trap from your deck. Then you have Palm Reveal, which is the main reveal you want to be using. Since since this really is more focused around what like the deck is meant to be, which is level fours. So yeah, when it battles, you can send a level 4 from your deck to the grave to then increases the attack act by the attack where you sent until the end of the battle phase. Oh, and it has to be special summoned by shuffling a reveal from your um hand or grave back into the deck. And the reveals we have Morgana, the Witch of Ice, which kind of helps since if you have 3 Morganites with different names in your grave or banishment, you get to reduce the attack for your opponent's monster by 0. And of course, it searches out for the Morganites on its normal special. And then we have 10 Goldfish, which on its normal summon lets you special level 4 from your hand. So yeah, that's all that is. Then we have then you're playing 3 Jungler Ghoul Illusionists. The normal monsters, so that's why you play 3 of. Then we have Sea Serpent Warrior of Darkness. And then 3 Angel Trumpeteers, and it's just some random ones just to keep deck at 18 monsters. That's kind of sport I prefer. Dark Blade and Kamari Dragon. Yeah, that's it for the monsters. I'm in on to the spells. Have Regal Cross, which honestly you don't really need them. Like you can take it out for something else if you want. It's just kind of just in here just see a purpose to start Regal. Besides just being 1800 monster and reveal. But it does have to do something if it's on field, which is once per turn you can target 2 reveals, put them on the deck, and then draw a card. What is that? Then we have Flawless Perfection of the Tenny, which is a non which has the effect where non-effect monsters on field aren't affected by monster effects. And once per turn, if you have a set monster or a normal monster, you can any opponent special summon the monster, you can draw 2 cards. Then we have this coming Song Morning Night, which for the entire duel activated, it has which Morris had this drawback, which you can't use monster effects in hand. Shouldn't worry about. Since X mode mainly made up of normal monsters. And also monster you control can make up to 2 attacks on monsters. And then you do double payout damage when you attack a monster, your opponent's monster. Then kill gripping, which lets you know summon the fire highest without triggering, which that doesn't matter. And then you don't have to pay life points to activate spell and traps. They have time tearing, which lets you draw twice during draw phase and gives you 2 normal summons. Then you have bonfire, which searches low for lower power from deck. Painful decision, which lets you foolish and search for a normal monster. That's 10 to give it attack boost. Piercing of Darkness to give your extra life monster attack boost and let you draw one normal monster summon. Burn the Mighty, lower the attack of your opponent's monsters. MSC for some spell tap destruction. Still probably for some like removal. Start Goblin, Pot of Greed, and Graceful Charity for to draw. And then a Pot of Avarice for some incursion of your monsters. That's it for the spells. And then moving on to the chat, so you have an AI challenge you. Its only purpose is to lower the attack of your opponent's monsters. Then we have an IDP, Ice Giant's Prison, first time removal. Then we have Lost Wind, first negate, Dark Bride for another negate, and then Fist of the Unrivaled Tenny for another negate, though this one is not destroyed, so you might want to use it um on like a graveyard effect or a normal spell or trap. And then draw Rabbits for some recursion. That's it for the chat. Moving on to the hashtag. We have Adamantite Pair Risen Dragite, which is the reason why we have the 10 goldfish and the water normal monster. Then we have Ultimate to Zolkin. Actually, before we go into the rest, you need water. Reason I say you need the 10 goldfish and those water normals because as long as you have water and grave, Dragite can once per turn negate a spell trap. Now, okay, now going back to listening up the rest of the monsters, you have Ultimate to Zolkin, which you can summon from the deck by sending two monsters with the same level that are level 5 or higher. There, one tuner and one non-tuner from field to grave. And then once per turn, when you set a spell or trap, you special summon a level 8 or 7 dragon from your extra deck. Then we have Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, 2 bounce, Stardust Spark Dragon to protect, Supreme King Dragon Clearwing to be a to go on offense, Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, more offense, then Ancient Fairy Light Dragon, and for, of course, offense. Then we have Geomatic Magma, which is the monster you'll be needing to get into Ozamaya since it's a tuner synchro. Sending Spirit Mula Adhara, since it benefits from having normal monsters on field. Super Harry Samurai Brave Master Arrow. Go and transcend these source big. Pretty easy to get out. Just need 3 level 4s on field. Transcending source issue source. Something annoying for your opponent since once if it's sent to grade by opponent, then you can just shuffle one of your normals back to deck to bring it back and more annoying. Then you have Mud Dragon Swamp, Garura Wings of Resonant Life, Starring Venom, and Fresh Dragons as some superpower targets. That's it for extra. And as for the tiers, A tier we have Emancipated Raging Dragite, Graceful Charity, and Pot of Greed. For the B's, it is Morgana, the Witch of Ice, Super Polymerization, Bonfire, Time Tearing Morganite, and then finally, Ice Dragon's Prison. So those are tiers. And then now, always do a quick test to show you what that's capable of and like some combos you can do. Gotta make sure for the that's really shuffled. I'm doing just deck profiles, like they kind of just like stacked. So now really shuffle it, try to get the best game possible. And then also, as a reminder, since in this format, it is customary to do a half cut and then top fives. That's what we're gonna do. Done shuffling, and also, like say this deck does do better going second since I just do really need to draw since you want to like really try um get into Morgana to really get the deck going. So really the main focus is like the one starting hand is either Sakami Samurai Knight or Morgana. This should be enough, hopefully. So half cut and then top five, 2, 3, 4, 5. Starting hand is Ocean's Prison, Powder Greed, Ice Video, Jonglier, and Bonfire. And then the draw, of course. Oh, Morgana. Okay. So what we do is start off by summoning Morgana. Morgana's effect and activates act Sakami Song. And then we use Sakami Song. And then we use Berry Effect, banish it to then add Time Tearing. If I can find it. There you go, Time Tearing. Then you have the card on the bottom of the deck. We'll just go with Jonglier. And then you activate Bonfire to add a Pyro. Let's go ahead and just add the Ice Palm Ryzeal. Wait, no, not Palm Ryzeal. That's what's on there. Oops. Oops, my bad. We'll just go with. Let's just go with Star Ryzeal. Why not? Then we draw. Then we shuffle because we want to go ahead and use Pot of Greed. Because also another card you really want to try to get into is that sense, so you can like start getting counters on it to boost the attack of your monsters. And of course, it's search that shuffle the deck again. All right. So of course, do power three. Hope we get that 10. Got upstart, not bad. So we go ahead upstart again. Draw Ravage, not bad. Not too bad here. Oh, you did use bonfire, so that's looking great. All right, then with our second normal summon, we then go ahead and use Ice Fusil, which will then summon. Could either go for exit or sword, doesn't exactly matter there, but in this case, I want to try to go a bit offensive, so we'll go to with exit, and then with exit, we'll summon the palm reveal. I mean, not summon, we'll add the palm reveal. For shuffle, then you end with the set drawer and IDP, and that's time. I have your hand. It's kind of it. It's pretty decent. Pretty good start, honestly. See, because you definitely want to keep Morgana on field since it does have effect on your opponent. Yeah, attacks. You can just banish them Morgana to negate the attack. So yeah, and of course also to reduce the attack. Um, yeah, that's kind of it. I mean, we'll see what we get next draw if we survive. And Angel something not bad because then if you do keep field, that's even better because you just simply using all summons on Disu, going to Dragate. But yeah, that's it for his deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.